Welcome to this deep dive.
Glad to be here.
So today we're digging into a report from Corriere.id Motori. It's about a pretty big moment, actually, for Suzuki.
Yeah, a really established name taking a new step.
Exactly. And our mission really is just to, break down the key things from this news. What does it actually signal? For Suzuki, sure, but maybe for the wider EV market too.
Right.
Okay, so the absolute core fact, like the headline from the source is, this is Suzuki's first proper go at a fully electric vehicle.
And that first vehicle, it's the Suzuki Vitara Electric. That's the name they've given it.
The Vitara Electric, okay.
And what's really interesting is just that that step itself. Suzuki, they've got this long history, often smaller cars, practical, sometimes pretty rugged petrol engines.
Yeah, you kind of know what you get with Suzuki.
Right. And now they're planting their flag firmly in the fully electric space. The source pins the debut, Milan, November 4th, 2024.
November 4th, Milan. Got it. So that date, that location, that's like the official starting gun for their EV journey.
Pretty much. The official handshake, as you put it.
And it wasn't just a quiet thing, right? The source mentions how they talked about it, the language they used for this Vitara Electric.
Mm-hmm. They called it futuristic and adventurous.
Futuristic and adventurous. Now that's interesting framing for your very first EV, isn't it? Especially sticking it on the Vitara name.
It absolutely is. If you think about the bigger picture, how all these legacy car makers are trying to figure out this electric transition.
Yeah, everyone's got a different strategy.
Exactly. And those words, futuristic, adventurous, they tell you a lot. Futuristic, okay, that points to the tech, the electric power. That's the future, right?
Clearly.
But maybe for Suzuki, it also hints at a new design direction or features that are quite different from their current petrol cars.
Could be. And adventurous, using the Vitara name.
Yeah, that suggests they really want to carry over that feeling, that spirit of capability, maybe going off the beaten track a bit, carry that into the electric age.
So it raises a question then, doesn't it? Can you be both? Like that traditional Vitara adventure feel and this new futuristic electric thing all in one car.
That's the tightrope they're walking, I think.
Right. It's not just, hey, here's our EV. It's more like, here's our futuristic, adventurous EV.
Yeah.
And hey, it's built on a name you might already know and trust.
Mm-hmm. So that Milan launch event wasn't just about tech specs. It was about projecting this specific idea, this vision for where Suzuki fits in this electric future. And they're anchoring it with the Vitara Electric.
Makes sense.
And that vision matters because, look, it shows even manufacturers who are really sort of embedded in those traditional markets, they're making serious moves now.
You can't ignore it anymore.
No. And making their first move with a core name like Vitara that's not just dipping a toe in the water, it feels like a statement. A statement about which parts of the market they think are key for their electric future.
It definitely underscores how fast things are changing in the industry. You really have to jump in.
You do.
Okay, so let's just pull it back together. The main thing from that Corriere.it report. Suzuki, officially in the EV game now, with the Vitara Electric.
Debuted in Milan, November 4th.
And described importantly with those two words, futuristic and adventurous.
Yeah, and this first step, especially from a big established brand like Suzuki, who maybe aren't the first name you think of for cutting-edge tech or premium EVs.
Right, not like some others.
It's significant. It kind of validates the whole market shift. It shows the pressure, but also the opportunity for basically everyone to get involved. And using the Vitara name, that suggests they're trying to bring their current customers along, make it feel like an evolution, not some crazy leap.
So for you listening, maybe think about what this debut tells you, about where these established brands are headed. What does Suzuki picking the Vitara and using those words futuristic, adventurous, what does that suggest about who they think that early EV buyer is? Or maybe who they want them to be?
It really shows that balancing act, doesn't it? Automakers trying to sort of respect their history while grabbing the future, trying to persuade their existing base to come along on a pretty big tech jump.
Exactly. It's a careful dance. Okay, so here's a final thought, just something for you to mull over. Given how they've positioned this debut, this Vitara Electric, what kind of future do you see for Suzuki in the whole EV landscape? And how might those descriptions, futuristic and adventurous, how would they actually shape their whole electric plan going forward, their future cars?
Something to think about.
Definitely. Something to ponder until our next deep dive.